Alright, this is the Maxo laptop battery power bank. It's 185 watt hours or 5,000 milliamp hours with a maximum of 130 watt current. It's a portable laptop charger and external battery pack for smartphones, tablets, etc. It's made from a lithium polymer batteries inside. It's constructed with built-in 6 security protections to ensure safety use and 1,000 plus long charge cycles. It offers a 12-month hassle-free 100% satisfaction and replacement warranty. It comes with this nifty little case here that stores the actual battery, and then a pouch on the front to store all the different connectors. These are all the different connectors that comes with it that will connect to all the various types of laptops, tablets, etc. It's got this power indicator right here. It'll show you how much juice is left. Power button, of course. A 20 volt output and a 12 volt output. And then 4 USBs. The 2 on the bottom are 1 amp current. The 2 on the top are a 2.1 amp current. So these are going to be a faster charge than these up here. You can use these to charge your phone or to power something that's USB powered, perhaps a USB webcam or something like that. It should charge a smartphone about 11 to 18 times without using the laptop phones while charging. It is much more powerful. It saves a lot of power from plugging into a 110 watt AC power outlet. So I've used this thing a few times in the field. Besides, it's a little bit bulky. It's about the size of, this is about a 5 by 7 inch size. Here's a standard laptop mouse just for reference. And so it's bigger than most battery packs that you would get on Amazon. It's bigger than stuff that you would probably carry in your backpack most of the time, but it's also much more powerful. It's about twice as big as my normal pack, my normal solar charge controller that I carry in my backpack. But if you're wanting to power a laptop, I powered my Microsoft Surface with this for a while until I stopped using the Surface, and then I haven't really used it much since then, but since it's got all these connectors here, it'll serve a purpose for multiple applications.
Hey there, today I want to briefly consider the 6-port 50,000 milliamp hour ultra high capacity charger from the brand KO Maxstar. Now for demonstration purposes, I'll also be utilizing an Asus 750, a Dasny P2 action cam, a multimeter, And I will also be utilizing these little LED lights for functionality purposes. Also during demonstration, I will be plugging in a Samsung Galaxy S5. Now before we begin really looking at the product, let's look at what it comes with. You have your ultra high capacity charger. You have your carrying case, which is actually a really good carrying case. You could carry the, in addition to the charger itself fitting inside, you can carry either multiple ends if you wanted to. You could carry the one cord for the laptop charger, or you could carry your charger for it, and you can mix and match to fit different things in here. It's actually come in pretty handy for that. You also have your different sizing ends for different types of devices. You're not stuck with just one type of device. This is going to fit, it'll fit different types of laptops. So if you want to check and see if it'll actually fit your type of laptop, you may have multiple ones that this works with. You have your cord for fixing it from the charger itself to your laptop, and I already have the adapter for the Asus 750 hooked up, plus you have the charger for the device itself. Now really with the device, you're looking at a 5-volt charger, a 12-volt, and 20-volt. Now when you're looking at different amp outputs, you have your 1 amp for, underneath this would be more like an action cam to your phones, and then the 2.1 is more tablet oriented. 12 volt, this notes it being for something like a camera. I have nothing currently that I'm charging at 12 volt, so I won't be utilizing this in the demonstration. And then your 20 volt is for your laptop output. One thing I want to note beforehand is not to get these two mixed up. If you do, it's not like mixing up your 5 volts. A lot of times, a lot of your items work off 5 volt. This is kind of specific, so you want to make sure that you're charging the right thing there. Functionality here is really basic. You have your in or your charge, you have your power button, and you have your 4-light indicator. Now, when we're looking at whether or not this is going to work with your laptop, you want to get out your laptop power bank, and you really want to look at it and see what the output is. You can look at it and see like the 19 volt, 6.32 amp. Now with voltage, you're talking about a plus or minus 5%. So with the Asus and the 20 volt, that actually works out to be fine. Now if you have any questions about that, and you may well have some, you can contact the brand KO Maxstar. You can contact them via email or Facebook, or you can contact them by other, social media outlets, or you can really contact them on the product page for Amazon. They've been really helpful, and I've utilized other products by them in the past. Actually, the thing up here, this is one of theirs as well, and I've been really happy with the way that they answer questions. Okay, let's look at the high capacity charger, and we'll look at the USB ports first. The first thing with testing is to briefly make sure that all of your USBs are outputting. This can be done really easily without plugging in an item. You can plug in something as easy as one of these little LED lights. When you're plugging them in, I'm facing the light away from it, but what you're really wanting to do is make sure that each one works. This has been thoroughly tested before. I just want to show you demonstration-wise that how a lot of this stuff is tested. When you check that, the next thing you want to do is you want to utilize something like a multimeter. Now, a multimeter basically tells you about output, and depending on the types, they have a plus or minus degree. So with this one, for example, when we plug it in, when this is off, it won't have any output whatsoever. Where I had the LED plugged into it, it was still causing output. Like right now, you see no output from it whatsoever. Now, when we plug in, I'm going to plug in the P2 to outlet port 1 to demonstrate exactly what type of output it has. Now you have a plus or minus 2 on this, and with your you can look up exactly what your output is on a device. This has an output of anywhere between 0.2 to 0.6, so that's actually a very solid output for it. Okay, now I'm actually going to plug my phone into this as well to give you another demonstrated thing. You have, again, 5 volt is what it should be charging at. You have plus or minus 2, so that's well within that. And then you have your 1 amp with plus or minus 2, which is actually really good. So again, you can see how these were tested. Now the 2 amp ones were tested with a tablet. I'm not going to be showing you that. I just wanted to show you how that's tested for output. Also, the output is tested to see whether or not at the end of your charging cycle it will cut off. And this is something that cuts off as well, and it does so really well. So that's a big thing for me. If it still has output afterwards, that means it's overcharging your item, and this did really well in testing to make sure it cut off when my device was saying it was fully powered. Okay, for hookup to your laptop, you're basically going to take your cord. It's, again, very simple. You want to make sure that you get the right output. Hook it in. You want to go through, you can do this, it's actually pretty simple to go through and figure out which one of these is going to fit your device. You know, for me, when I looked at it, there's a little map that shows you in the instructions which one is made for what device, but you can kind of eyeball it and see. You know, when I looked at it, I could see, well, this one's not going to fit, it's too small, and vice versa, that's square. So going through, you know, you're just going to pop it off, stick it on the cord, and then you're going to plug it in regularly for power. You know, then you're going to turn it on, and it's going to provide power. I'm not going to provide power to it right now because my laptop is actually on, but I wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to hook up. And again, if you have any questions on that, and you may well have questions on whether or not it'll work, just contact the representatives from the company, and they'll be more than happy to help you. Now, when you're talking about storage, you know, for this device, considering 50,000 milliamps, that's quite a bit of output. You know, you're talking about, for my Samsung Galaxy, really to factor this, you're talking about a 2,900 milliamp hour battery. So at 0, when it's charging perfectly, you know, with no other extraneous variables put in there, you know, you figure that this thing is going to easily charge 11 times before I'm going to have any problems. And it's supposed to charge more than that, but you know, there are a lot of extraneous variables that do come into play. Now, that many charges off a device is pretty awesome, if you ask me. It also does away with a lot of extra chargers that you're having to carry around. It does have a little bit of weight, you know, and when you're comparing it to, say, a smaller charger, you're obviously going to have different dimensions, but the smaller chargers are not going to charge something like a laptop. I know a lot of them claim that they will, but when you think about laptop requirements, and then you think about something like, you know, a 6,000 milliamp hour charger trying to charge a laptop. I mean, that's crazy, really, when you get down to it. It may keep it running for a little while, but we're talking about something that will allow you to stay out and charge for a long period of time. All right. Now, I hope that this helps somewhat, and if you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to help you, but again, you can contact the company as well. All right, thank you very much. I hope that helped. Thank you.
Hey guys, Gary back with another review for you today. Hey, this device, I had to come on and do a review on this one. I've had this device since 2017. It is the Max Oak K2. Let me see if I can move this up closer here. 50,000 milliamp battery. Guys, this is not an external battery, in my opinion. This is a power bank. This thing has been tried and tested, and it's still going strong. I mean, of course, it's got some scuffs on it because I've had it since 2017, but you've got 4 ports here for USB. You've got a couple of outlets here to plug in your laptop. It also comes with some attachments so you can use with your laptop. Your power button here. I've got 4 bars here. Like I said, guys, this is a beast, okay? If you're really looking for a power bank to charge your devices, you can probably charge your devices for days with this before you need to charge the power bank itself back up. But guys, this is a great device. If you need a power bank, get it. Make it a great day.
Guys, it's Chris, and this is my Max Oak 50,000 milliamp hours laptop battery bank. I use this for everything. This is how I power all of my devices through the day. The cool thing about this one in particular is it does have that 12 and 20 volt circular sort of plug, so you can plug those into your laptop or whatever you may have. It does have 4 USBs, 2 2.1s, and 2 1.0s. This button right here, the power indicator, so it tells you how many bars you have left. It's a little bit heavy, but it is a total godsend. This is what you need to power your devices.